So, hi, my name is Faith from RFM, and I'm here with.
My name is Nelly Maluka. I'm the acting Chief Manager, Corporate Services and Administration at the Kenya Film Classification Board, and also the Substantive Communications Manager.
What do you do?
Generally, as I work at Kenya Film Classification Board, there is a lot that we do because it's like a relay. We have the support services, we have the technical people. The technical people, actually, their work is that they regulate the audio-visual content to just ensure that it conforms. Any audio-visual content that is meant for public exhibition, that it conforms to our national values, moral values, our aspirations, and our culture. They also regulate to ensure that this particular content from it, we have age suitability, that is the ratings to ensure that children are protected from exposure to inappropriate content. Not only children, but as well as the vulnerable adults that may probably be exposed to inappropriate content. But for myself, as I said, I'm a communicator, so my duty is to ensure that we provide visibility and create awareness. Many people may not know who we are, what we do, where we are, so I support and coordinate creation of visibility and awareness through many different programs that we do at Kenya Film Classification Board.
So, maybe you can give us a little background of how you started, what interested you to join the film industry, and something you can tell the young upcoming generation that is interested in joining.
Okay, well, if I was to talk about the Kenya Film Classification Board, then I would be talking about we do registration, we issue licenses, and as well as classifying films, classifying audiovisual material. But from what you've asked me, as Nelly as an individual, before I joined the Kenya Film Classification Board, I was working as a humanitarian. I was working with the Kenya Red Cross, from where I joined the International Federation of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent, actually in Geneva, but based in the Francophone Africa, where the national societies there, the Red Cross and the Red Crescent of those areas speak French. Well, I am also in sports. I have been in sports actually, and I'm still with the Kenya Basketball Federation. So my initial degree was in education, teaching English, literature, and drama, and I was an adjudicator with the schools. So adjudication and drama, they definitely go close hand in hand with film. And when I came back into the country, because I was working outside for the International Red Cross, as I said, I had many opportunities, including even in the Red Cross. But because I had been a teacher and at the same time in sports, coaching students in basketball, not only at the local level, but internationally, going to the United States of America, coaching St. Austin's Academy, which was doing very well, being a member of the basketball. I thought it is good. I'm already used to working with young people, even in the church. So film gave me that opportunity where there is entertainment and at the same time it's work. Let me tell you, with the film, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong in the arts, because if you realize the richest people in the world are found in the creative economy. So for me, I thought as a mother, as somebody who is already in sports, as somebody who has been an adjudicator, I have produced plays, I have produced and ensured when I was a teacher that my students would go up to the national level. Then this provided a good area. Imagine like now Kenya Film Classification Board, we've been for a long time in youth and sports. So it gave me an opportunity to work with young people, something that I like, and at the same time to continue to be within the sports. And then I love children. And when I look at some of the things that our children are exposed to, especially as parents, when we are away from home, I see the importance of ensuring that content is well regulated and rated so that those who want general exhibition, they know where to go. Those who want PG, 16 and even 18 plus, but more so just the fact that children are supported. They are very vulnerable. They can watch anything because of their age, depending on the big people, the adults who are around them. So it interested me much, the idea that we work to ensure that the minors and the children are protected from exposure to adult content and inappropriate content.
What will you tell the young children that want to join the film industry?
I would encourage the youth that, as I said earlier, this is an industry. The way you see Mama Mboga chose to sell mboga, you can see somebody chose to, maybe they sell maize. There are those people who chose a boda boda. This industry, you cannot go wrong with it. Every time I'm walking outside Uchumi House, the young people who are stopping me, Madam, chukua picha. So you see, once you have your camera, at least there's something that you can do with it. As I said earlier, the richest people in the world are the creative economy. And if you have your camera, you will always get something. There are always themes that you can go for. So if you are committed, and at the same time you are disciplined, you can make it in this particular industry. So it's up to you. Maybe you can't work alone. I encourage you very much, get yourselves into teams. Like you see here, Amos is a young person. He has brought many young people together. They are networking, and in the process of networking, what happens? Somebody will take note of you. So there are those who are at home. There are those who have gone visiting their friends, but there are those who have come here and you cannot miss it, and to encourage them. Surely this is an industry where if you are committed, talk to your parents, talk to your guardian, whatever it is. You can start with your smartphone. We are lucky here in Kenya because smartphones are easily accessible. The internet is accessible. It runs very fast. You can come together as a group, put money together and just become funny. You know, many times people don't, I'm not saying TV is bad, but not many people, it's us adults who, even now we are not watching TV that much. We are watching what is online. So if you take advantage of online and you come up with something good, we have TikTok, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram. Wherever you go and put your material, I am sure you are going to get your kind of audience. And if you work well, you will make your money. There are people who say this is where I'm eating, and if you want to employ them, they'll tell you I'm not employable. So it is a good area. You just need to be disciplined. One thing that you must know, the internet does not forget. So if maybe you choose what you want to put there is something that is very dirty, or maybe you want to go there and all you do is to abuse people, not necessarily political, but you know there are people who want to thrive on negativity. If you take their creativity, talent, positivity, and just ensure that you build your audience, you will make it for sure. I am a mentor of people who work in my office. When they started working for me, one is called Lawrence Ketema. He's very big. He now does even visibility for other people just besides us. He had 300 followers. Right now he's on 300,000. Would you really miss people who want to at least use you for advertisement, for trending, for marketing, and endorsement? So it's just how you take it. And I just want to encourage young people. You are still young, you are innovative, you are thinking very fast. You are lucky that you are living at a time when technology is the in thing. Take advantage of it, be innovative, trust the process, trust in God, and I wish you all the best. For sure you can make it.
Worried about the taxes and all when it comes to the film industry, what will you say to them?
I would like to say that we all pay taxes, including me. As I'm standing here, I pay my taxes. And you know, Mama Mboga pays taxes. the cobbler pays taxes. In the film industry, most of where you have to go for your license. There are those big fish, people who are already doing very, very well in the industry. Actually, at Kenya Film Classification Board, when we are looking at licensing, we are looking at all those things, rating for the young people who just have a camera and what they are doing is small, is just at that level. We normally give a grace period until you reach that big fish level where you are now making money, where you have a big following, like now the likes of Omondi, you have the likes of Dambuki, you have Mulamua, you have now Obina. You see, you are making money out of this, a lot of money. But when it's still at that level of starting, even for academic purposes, then we just give you a license for ensuring that your academic project has been approved. And it is also to ensure, imagine if we just left everything. So we do more of policing and not censorship, to just ensure that, as I said, the internet does not forget. You may get it wrong and you start putting so much of bad things out there. Next time you are looking for a job, not only even with the government, with the private sector, in the creative industry, and maybe you've been too negative to be employed, too negative to be sponsored by even a potential sponsor. So the taxes are there. But as I've said, mostly with our licensing, registration, and all that, we ensure that we go after people who are now earning out of it. You are not earning out of this, so how will you even be paying anything? Yes.
In terms of licensing and copyrights.
Yes.
For example, in Taba song,
For example?
the Matata song by Bien
Yes.
was pulled out of YouTube because of issues to do with copyright. How does Kenya Film Commission ensure that the content that, or Kenya KFCB ensure that what a person is producing, their content, is protected enough for them, that it is their content, their original content, is protected enough from such issues as copyrights?
First of all, it is important for you to note that Kenya Film Classification Board deals with the audiovisual content, where we are talking about films, we are talking about commercials, we deal with posters, and we give licenses for you to go and film. When you come back, we now examine, classify, and give you an age suitability. But the government works, there is the one government approach, in the sense that we are all working within this industry, but specializing in different things. So we have KECOBO, the Copyright Board of Kenya. They deal with copyright issues. So when you have copyright issues, you ensure that you talk to KECOBO, which is another agency or arm of the government, whose intellectual properties and issues of protection of your property, and it is what they deal with. I would also love to say we have the Music Society of Kenya. Okay, the music, they deal with royalties. So for them, maybe if you have an issue that has something to do with somebody has taken your song or all that, you can start there. But as I said, the best, you go to Kikobo. That brings you back to Kenya Film Classification Board. Assuming that you have your film and maybe somebody has copyrighted it. You see, if we have rated it and we've given you a license, we can always stand by you when you are going to Kekobo, when you are going to court, because we know that we've been part of your journey. But when we are not part of your journey, then it becomes difficult for us to stand by you for something that we have not licensed and neither have we rated. I believe I've answered you. For about today's event, as Kenya Film Classification Board, we have the corporate social responsibility, where we give back to the creatives, mainly the young people who are in the creative industry. So like this is the NFC, Nairobi Film Center, which was formerly the Nairobi Cinema. So we've taken this facility, we acquired it, it's a government facility, and we are still in the process of refurbishing it, but activities are already taking place. So once a month we ensure that we give it out to the creatives, especially young people. Like in this case, the Hangout, we say, is being organized by Amos. He has brought together many young people together so that we don't do with an individual. We cannot afford to deal with individuals. This is one young person who has brought all of you together. So when we give you a Saturday like this, we encourage young people to take advantage of this. Come and showcase, it's free, what you have. You never know who will see you. The films that are going to be showcased here, maybe a certain TV or somebody who wants to exhibit it may come, they will see you. Maybe somebody who is looking for cast, they may see what you have. So it is important that we do this to create opportunities for the young people, but at the same time to just ensure you meet, you network for your own future. Thank you.